Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it right now, because this channel is where real babymonster content lives. Hit the like button, share this video with your monsty friends, and drop a comment below telling me, do you think Ahyeon or Chiquita is the bigger key to babymonster's global future? Let's get into it. Picture this. Thousands of fans inside an arena, screaming at the top of their lungs. Babymonster's Chum World Tour is already mapped across 5 continents: Seoul, Japan, Southeast Asia, Oceania, and still more cities coming in North America, South America, and Europe. Their first world tour, Hello Monsters in 2025, drew 300,000 people across 32 shows. And now, barely a year later, YG is going bigger. A lot bigger. Their second world tour features babymonster's first ever solo dome concerts, 2 nights at Kyocera Dome Osaka in September 2026. A dome concert. For a group that debuted in late 2023. So the question every monstie is asking right now is, what is YG seeing that's making them push babymonster this hard, this fast? And why do Ahyeon and Chiquita keep showing up at the center of that answer? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, everything will make sense. Let's start with Ahyeon, and the real reason she matters so much to YG's global plan, and it goes deeper than just her being a great performer. Young Ahyeon was born on April 11, 2007, in Chuncheon, Gangwon Province, South Korea. She joined YG Entertainment in late 2018 and trained for approximately 5 years before debuting. During the group's pre-debut evaluation series, she ranked number 1 among all trainees. Yang Hyun-suk himself called her a warrior that has many weapons, and added that he always thinks it's impossible to have it all like her whenever he sees her. She holds the positions of main vocalist, lead rapper, lead dancer, center, and face of the group, simultaneously. That combination, all in one member, is genuinely rare in 5th-generation K-pop. But here's the part that often gets overlooked when people talk about Ahyeon's talent. It's not just what she can do on stage. It's what she can do off stage. Ahyeon has been studying English since she was 5 years old, and Chinese since she was 7. She speaks 3 languages fluently: Korean, English, and Chinese. And in K-pop's current global expansion era, that is not just a fun fact. That is a strategic weapon. Think about what it actually means for babymonster when they step into Western markets. Most K-pop groups have one spokesperson who handles English interviews while the rest nod along. Ahyeon can hold a full conversation, react in real time, connect emotionally with English-speaking interviewers and fans without losing anything in translation. When babymonster did press runs in North America during the Hello Monsters tour, it was Ahyeon who carried the English-language communication load most naturally. Fans who watched those moments, and monsties, you know exactly what I'm talking about, could immediately see the difference it makes when an idol can actually speak to you directly. Now here's where it gets interesting for the music side. Ahyeon's vocal style, particularly the belting technique she uses for high notes, has caught serious attention both from vocal enthusiasts and casual fans online. Fans have drawn comparisons between her belting approach and the kind of powerful, resonant high-note delivery associated with Western pop giants. Whether or not you believe the comparison, the point is this: Ahyeon's vocal identity is one that Western pop audiences can immediately recognize and respond to. She's not a niche-acquired taste. She hits notes that register as impressive in any musical context, not just within the K-pop framework. For YG, who is clearly positioning babymonster to eventually compete on international radio and streaming playlists, not just on K-pop charts, having a vocalist with that kind of crossover vocal identity is critical. And Ahyeon is that vocalist. But now I need to talk about Chiquita. Because honestly, the Chiquita side of this story might be even more important for where babymonster is going, and here is why. Raracha Fondachafafat, known on stage as Chiquita, was born on February 17, 2009, in Nakhon Ratchasima, Thailand. She is the group's maknae, currently 17 years old. And she trained at YG for only 1 year and 9 months before debuting, the shortest training period of any babymonster member, by a significant margin. Just to put that in context, Ahyeon trained for approximately 5 years. Most other members trained for 3 or more years. Chiquita trained for less than 2 years, and Yang Hyunsuk revealed that he made the decision to accept her after watching a single monthly evaluation video from July 2021. One video. That is what raw, natural star power looks like when YG encounters it. And that star power is exactly what makes Chiquita so important to babymonster's Southeast Asia strategy. She speaks Thai and English, and she carries an energy on stage that is uniquely magnetic, the kind that cameras chase and fancams go viral for without requiring any explanation. Her biggest idol growing up was Blackpink's Lisa, also a Thai artist under YG Entertainment. That's not just a personal fact. That's a cultural connection point. When Thai fans see Chiquita, they see a continuation of something, a proof that the path Lisa blazed is still open, that YG's relationship with Thai talent is ongoing and serious. And the Southeast Asian fanbase that Lisa helped build over the course of Blackpink's career is one of the most passionate, most streaming active, most concert-attending K-pop fanbases in the world. Chiquita is YG's direct line into that market. Look at the Chung World Tour dates and it becomes undeniable. Bangkok, Jakarta, Manila, Singapore, Macau, these are all confirmed stops. These are Chiquita's home markets. These are cities where a Thai idol under the YG banner is not just a concert performer, she is a cultural event. Chiquita walking onto those stages is YG sending a message: we know who you are, we came for you specifically. That kind of localized star power is something money cannot manufacture. You either have it or you don't. Chiquita has it, and she's had it since before she even finished her training period. Now let's talk about what happens when you put these two together, because the Chian dynamic is the final piece of this puzzle. Ahyeon is cool, precise, and intense. Her on-stage presence is controlled and magnetic, the kind of performer where you can't look away because you're always wondering what she's going to do next. Chiquita is bright, explosive, and electric, the kind of performer who makes you feel something immediately, even if you've never heard a babymonster song in your life. Those two energies should theoretically be opposites. But on stage, they pull the entire group's identity together into something that is both accessible and unforgettable. Cool and fierce from one direction, bright and powerful from another. It creates a visual and emotional range that appeals to audiences who might never overlap otherwise, the dedicated K-pop fan and the casual viewer who just stumbled onto a performance clip. That is exactly the crossover energy that global expansion requires. Fans have already recognized this. The Chian pairing has its own dedicated fan base, its own fan accounts, viral moments that travel far outside the usual K-pop circles. When a Chian fan cam or challenge clip hits social media, it reaches people who don't typically engage with K-pop at all. That is the definition of a gateway act, performers who pull new audiences into a fandom they didn't know they wanted to be part of. And for YG, who is actively trying to take babymonster to Europe, South America, and Oceania for the first time in 2026 and 2027, having a pairing that already works as a global hook without any extra setup is invaluable. Here is the prediction: monsteriez. Babymonster is heading into the most important stretch of their career. The Chung World Tour spanning 5 continents, their first dome concerts, and new markets they've never performed in. And the 2 members who will carry the most strategic weight through all of it are Ahyeon, the multilingual, technically elite all-rounder who speaks directly to Western audiences both vocally and literally, and Chiquita, the natural-born star who arrived at YG already possessing the kind of charisma that most trainees spend years trying to develop. Together they don't just complement the group. They expand what babymonster is capable of reaching. And that's exactly why YG keeps betting on them. Thank you so much for watching this far, monsteriez. It genuinely means everything to this channel. If you learned something new today, hit hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a video. Share this with a fellow monstie who needs to see it, and drop a comment below. Which moment first made you realize Ahyeon or Chiquita was something truly special? See you in the next one. Annyeong.